Okay, welcome to Web Application Development subject. So we have discussed the syllabus in the introduction session. So I'm not again going to show the syllabus. However, basically there are PHP, MySQL, and advanced client-side programming, Ajax, client-side programming, and those things, right? XML, those things. The advanced part of the web application development, right? So in semester 2, you already know we more focus about HTML, CSS, those things that is client side. So here within this subject also we are going to learn client side, but that is advanced level. But today in the very first session, we are going to start our PHP module. PHP means server-side programming language. So first of all, you must know what is mean this client side and server side, right? If you are the user who use the website, so maybe you are using website to view the post, to submit application. So you are the user in that level. So once you submit the data, that data is processed in the server side. It means a developer's side, right? So database handlings, so those data is inserted into the system. So those things in the server side. So server side means you must be able to, every time I'm saying when it is comes to IT, the logic handling is in server side actually. So in the client side, in the client side, you are worrying about the interface, adding colors, right, buttons, how it look like, responsiveness. So those things in the client side. But normally, so that is also there is small logical things. So if we want to some adding some interaction sessions, those things. But basically, programming languages are comes from the client server side, because we have to use the logic. Some for loops maybe, right? If conditions, if this user submitted without data, this message must display. So those are the things we call the logic. So that is into server side. Right. So today we are going to learn about PHP. So I'm going to start from the very first session, the PHP. Right. So as a language, we have to learn PHP first. Right. So PHP, first of all, what is PHP? What is mean by PHP? PHP stands for Hypertext Preprocessor. Hypertext preprocessor. But maybe you are confusing about it is start with H no. So then HPP must be. But it says PHP. Why that is? Because in order to pronounce it easier, and that is only just a rearrangement, right? However, PHP stands for Hypertext Preprocessor. That H is comes to the middle, and they have built another term that is called PHP. හැන්නම් ඕක HPP වෙන්න එපායි නේද? Hyper කියන්නේ H කියන්න පටන් ගන්න අර ඒක ලස්සනට කියවෙන්න හින්දා H අකුර මැද්දට දාලා තියෙනවා. Right? So H is in the between. So however, that abbreviation term PHP stands for Hypertext Preprocessor. Right. So we call that PHP scripts are executed on the server. So that is why we call this is a server-side programming language. And PHP is free to download and use. That is free. Yeah? You don't want to pay anything. Just you can download and use. But don't download and install PHP separately in your computer. What is the best thing you can do? You can install SAM software, right? If you already followed the course RSPD, you already know that SAM software already there. And also if it is not, also you can just install SAM software. That is very easy software that you can use. So not only PHP is there, MySQL is also bundled with that. So in semester 3, both those things we have to learn. So best thing is to install SAM software in your computer. Right. Then why PHP? Why we are using PHP? There are some other languages server side also. Then why we select PHP? One main significant point is PHP runs on various platforms. whether it is Windows, Linux, Unix, Mac OS, that doesn't matter. So if you are a Linux user, then of course you can run PHP. And if you are a Windows user, yeah, you can use PHP. So that is platform independent language. And it is compatible with almost all servers used today. So servers normally, if you are installed SAM software, Apache server is there. Apache is not only server, right? There are IIS, or sometimes we call ISS, IIS, right? And Apache. So there are some other servers. Most of the servers are compatible with the PHP. And PHP supports a wide range of databases. So we are normally using with the PHP MySQL, but if you use any other database that is also that can be interact with the PHP. And the another factor is PHP is free, so you don't want to pay for that, and that is also freely available. That is another reason why this PHP is so much popular. And the last factor is it is very easy to learn, run efficiently on the server. Very easy to learn. So that is actually very comfortable language that you can learn, and but it is really powerful. So maybe you will think easy to learn means very small things you can do. No, it is really powerful. And if you are coming to the development field, right, if you have any idea to become a software developer like that, so this is really good thing, because easy to learn, but very powerful. You can do many things using PHP. So features of PHP. First feature is PHP is loosely typed language. Loosely typed, and loosely typed means what? Loosely typed means no need to declare variable data types. So you know when you are using Java, so if you are going to declare a variable in Java, how you going to declare a variable in Java? Like this, int, we'll say x equal 10, no, you can assign the value or not, right? This is how you write it in Java, variable declaration. But if you write it in PHP, just $x equal 10. I will write another variable, then you can understand loosely type and strongly type languages. Then I'm declaring another variable in Java about name. Name is a text now. So I have to declare the data type as a string. We'll say my name, right? My name is my variable. My name, this is, I'm writing Java, right? Not PHP. Name, my name, right? So we'll say any other name is there. So within double quotes, I'm writing a name, right? Then if I write it in PHP, see how I'm going to declare. Sorry, not $x, I'm using the same name as my name, my name. That's all. And you can get the name here, write the name here. So it means loosely typed means no need to declare the data type of the variable or the array or any data type. Do not want to declare. Just write $, only that. Dollar means it says this is a variable. That's all. Variable or an array. That's all. But it doesn't say there are no data types. That is incorrect. There are data types. There are. But we don't want to declare it by ourselves. Every language has data types, right? But we don't want to declare it by ourselves. That is really make this PHP easy. Because maybe you are thinking, so just declaring data type is not tough. But if you are going to develop application with Java, you may understand how a complex process is that. Because you have to decide the data type. Sometimes we are also thinking about if you are using float data type, that means decimals. And after that, we feel that, if you are using int, integer, after that, we feel this must be a float or decimal, because decimals also must come. So if you are declared decimal data types, sometimes it is more relevant to int. So there are some confusing places in Java as well. We have to pay more attention for data type because we are strongly typed. Every time you have to worry about whether it is decimal, integer, floats, double, even the decimals, what is the float or double, like that. But when it comes to PHP, that doesn't matter. You just write the variable dollar and the variable name. That data type is assigned by itself. That part is done for you by PHP. හරි ඉතින් PHP ලේසි කියන්න මේකත් එක හේතුවක්. එයාගේම data type එක අවශ්‍ය එක එයා declare කරගත්තා. අපිට තියෙන්නේ dollar කියලා දැම්ම නම දැම්ම දැන්. හැබැයි ඉතින් කියන්නේ නෑ data type නෑ කියලා. data type තියෙනවා. එයාම declare කරගන්නවා. So that is called loosely typed language. So and another one is in PHP keywords. Keywords, for example, in every language there are keywords. No, in Java also you know there are some set of keywords. Keywords, for example, if, else, while, echo. So those are some keywords of PHP. Keywords, classes names, functions, and user-defined functions are not case sensitive. That is really important point, right? Keywords are not case sensitive. Function names not case sensitive. User-defined functions not case sensitive. Not case sensitive means even you use capitals, symbols, same, right? So normally Java, you know that case sensitive, right? If you use Java, you know Java now, right? Main method, Java main method, public is static, void main is string out like that, no, right? So in that main method, if I write P capital like that, will it run? No, it will generate error because Java is case sensitive. If I write string, S must be capital in Java. If I write simple, will it run? No. But PHP, this echo is for just like printing, right? Echo is a PHP word. If I write echo, right? Echo hello. This is PHP, right? Will it run? Yeah. There should be semicolon, those things. It will run. If I write like this, capital echo, full capital blocks. Will it run? Yeah, of course. If I write like this, E capital and other things simple, yeah, that is also right. That is also okay, it will run. But are you writing like that? Never. So so you must have a standard. It will not generate an error, but you must have a standard now. Because of that, in our whole semester, we'll come to one agreement, right? One standard. Every time PHP, these functions, those things, we'll use keywords, especially the keywords, we'll use simple letters, right? I am prepared to this method. This is standard. Every time we'll use simple letters, but you can use capital letters. It will not generate any errors. But normally, if you are a developer, if you are working with the team, there must be standards. So every time we are using simple letters. In HTML also, we come to cross like that, right? That concept. So HTML also not case sensitive, you know that. So, but like so, we didn't write different uh, capital, sometimes simple. No, we come to across a standard. We every time we'll write HTML in simple. That is just only a coding practice, a best practice, right? However, it will not generate any error even you write like this. But very special thing, even I said that no, not case sensitive. Variable names are case sensitive. Don't forget that. Two different things. Sometimes I also, I have heard about, sometimes even I have learned about in lectures, PHP is not case sensitive. And sometimes lecturers are say, PHP are case sensitive. Both are right. But one part is not case sensitive. However, don't forget, variable names are case sensitive. So this is the place actually. PHP is one part is not case sensitive. Which part? Keywords and function names. But Variable names are case sensitive. Variable means the thing I already said. So this, if I say my name, right? This is different from dollar. If I say my, I am writing simple. This is different from this. Variable names are case sensitive. If you are going to write like this, you have to use that spelling as it is. Otherwise, it will not identify that is the same variable. So don't forget that variable names are case sensitive. Others are not case sensitive. Right. So that is very important point. Right. And the comments in any language, any programming language, there are comments, not only the programming language, no, even the HTML have comments, CSS have comments. So why we are using comments? Will comments run? No, comments are the code, not the code lines, some statement that not run, but it is also inside your program. Why we are using comments? Sometimes some students are just ignoring comments, but comments are really helpful. Let others understand your code, because no, actually not others, even to yourself sometimes. So if you have any idea, like we'll say you are developing a sample project, just keep some I mean, once you are developing, you are into that process. But if you just close your project for a week like that, once again if you open, sometimes you can't even understand what I have done here. Sometimes there are some complex codings are there, right? So like that. So if you write a comment, then it will easily come to your mind, this code part has done this segment, this function. In order to do this segment has come. All right, then you can have a clear idea. So you are using comments for that. So it doesn't mean, so normally you must be familiar with how to comment. So it will come by time. So normally when you are going to the next year, in the third year, you have to present your code in the system. In there, you have to write comment. So it should be very brief but descriptive. It doesn't mean all the coding is describing, but small, very description manners, it must be had. And the second one, as I said, remind yourself what you did. And to find errors also, sometimes we are using commenting. We'll say there is a lengthy coding, right? And it is not wrong. Now you are confusing why this is. So you can comment section by section. Comment means that code lines are not running. No. So this is descriptive comment have added this code line is this like that, right? But we'll say there is a code lines, and it will generate some error. Then you can comment these two lines or this section and run. Then it is displayed. So it means you can assume that something error within this code segment. Like that, you can find the errors. හරිද? එතකොට ඔයා comments use කරන්න සමහරට code එක විස්තර කරන්න වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. සමහර විට දැන් ඔයාලට code එකක් run කරනවා එන්නේ නැහැ. එතකොට output එක එන්නේ නැතුණාම ඔයා එක if block එකක්, හැබැයි if block එකම if එකේ උඩ කෑල්ල විතරක් ගහන්න එපා. bracket එක අරපු ගමන් එතෙන්ට comment එක දාලා bracket එක වහපු තැන එහෙම වුණොත් කොහොමත් error ඉන්නේ. එහෙම නෙමෙයි. section එකක් ඔයා comment කරලා බලනවා. දැන් මේ ටික display වෙනවා. එහෙනම් මෙතන if එකේ මොකක් හරි අවුලක්. අන්න එහෙම තේරුම් ගන්නත් අපි comments කියන එක use කරනවා. Right. So we are using comments. So both purposes. Right. Then we are come to learn about PHP variable. So variable start with dollar sign. Right. We are using dollar sign followed by the name of the variable. You have to write the name. A variable name must start with the letter or the underscore character. Must start. Must. Right? You can't use any other combinations in front of that. It means starting character you can't use. Right. A variable name must start with the letter or the underscore character, right? So must start means only these two you have to use to start the variable. Beginning of the variable name uh, for that, right? A variable name cannot be start with a number, nothing to say again. So it means must be start with letter or underscore means without these two, you can't use any other combinations to start the variable name. However, so variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscores. However, in the middle, in between, you can use numbers. You can't start with a number, but in between you can use numbers. But there is also restrictions. Alphanumeric characters are okay. Alphanumeric means A to Z letters, 0 to 9 numbers. So those things are okay. And underscore is okay. Other combinations cannot use. So, and as we said, variable names are case sensitive. $H, simple H, and capital H, two different variables. You can declare, that doesn't matter, but program itself treat as two different names. Two different names. Right. So the thing that I'm saying, I will write some examples to get more idea. For example, if I say dollar underscore, we'll say marks. This is correct. This is correctly written variable name. And if I say dollar marks, this is also okay. This is correct. Right? And if I say another variable name like dollar, 1 to, or the we'll say 2 marks. No, you can't write like this because after dollar sign, it should start with underscore or a letter. You can't use this kind of number. This is incorrect. But if you write it in between, that is okay. We'll say M2 AR cakes. This is okay. There is two no. But it is in middle no. That is okay. Middle or maybe end of the variable, that is also okay. Marks 2. This is also okay. This is correct. This is correct. On this one is incorrect. Every time starting character after dollar must be a letter or underscore. Not any other things you can't use. Right. This is about the variables. Right. So this is a small script about how you declare the variable. So here $txt, one variable. The name is hello world. This is a string, no, that is why I'm using double quotes. And $x, another variable. This is 5. That is integer, so I'm not using double quotes for 5. $y, this is also another variable. That is a decimal number, 10.5. But I don't want to worry about the data type, right? And I have printed those things. Echo $txt. This is variable now. Because of that, just write it. Don't use double quotes. Huh? If you use double quotes here, it will print as $txt on the screen, right? So just you have to write echo $txt. So what is this echo BR? That is HTML tag. HTML also we can combine with PHP. So if you want to combine, use double quotes and write HTML tag. BR means line break. After the hello world, break a line and the next line, print $x. $x means 5. Again, break the line, print $y. Right? So this is how you use PHP script. Right. So how you write this? If you use SAM software, you can open a folder in htdocs and you can write that. But today I'm not going to open my SAM software in order to just to run that and check. I'm using this online code line space because to convenient to me. And also you can use this one to familiar with the PHP. And in the next segment, we can do a SAM software htdocs already you know. So that is how normally we are writing PHP, right? So this is W3 schools interface, right? For insight, it is very helpful to learn any kind of programming language, right? So if you run this, it will just output like this. So you can adjust anything here, and after that again you have to run, right? You can run the line. Okay, we'll do some. Right, I will write a coding. So we'll say this is $PHP. No, you can declare any kind of variable. We'll say $x equal 10 echo $x. I'm just printing the variable value. So let me run it. It will display as 10. To be familiar with PHP, you can use this kind of online code lines as well. So if I write this echo as capital letter, this is also must run, but they have restricted, I think, because there must be some, no, it is not restricted. They also allowed that, right? So this is why we say that is not case sensitive, the keywords, but don't use, it means normally they are identifying it as like this. Normally we are using simple letters. So if I use $x as capital, so you can see here the X is I'm using capital. Did I get the output? No, but it is already declared. But this is simple X and it says capital X. So it will not generate error in this time, but it may think another capital $X is there, but still the value is not assigned, right? It has treated as two different variables. You can see that, right? $simple X and capital X. So it has treated as two different variables. That's why. So you can see that variable names are case sensitive. Variable names are case sensitive, right? I will run the. So if you use the simple X, then it can understand what does it says. Right? There is small connection issue today. Right. Right. You can see the result has come. Okay, that is about variables. Within this presentation, there are some code lines also to try it. Right. So echo word is a way to get output. You can write echo and within double quotes, you can write anything that you want to display as it is. And this is I love programming. Just write it as it is, right? Echo, I love programming. Then echo H2. H2 means HTML code. So you can use that one as well. H2, PHP is one, right? It means heading 2. It will display like this. Then hello world BR. BR means break a line. After that, I'm about to learn PHP, right? So that is. Then this is for you. Declare two variables, $A equal 10. So dollar it's you have to use dollar mark 10 and 20 A and B and print the total. Can you write the program and put the chat box? No need to up your sample anything. I'm just asking you to write the small program, only the PHP part. Only the PHP part. Just code lines, please send me. So normally, if you are using PHP inside the HTML and also normally you have to use this PHP brackets, but it doesn't also need it. I just want the code line, the logic only actually. What is the coding segment? Can you send me in the chat box? Okay, I will check. Let me check again. Can you say within this slide or this one? Where did I miss? Previous slide, yeah. Is this slide you are saying or previous slide before this? Right, no? Okay, right. Okay, so this is a small coding challenge. Just I want to print the total. What is your answer? Small program code. Send your answer in the chat box. Just I want to declare two variables A and B in PHP, 10 and 20, and after that I want to print the total. No need to up your SAM, htdocs, nothing. I just want to get the logic from you. Adding two variables and displaying the output. To display, we using echo. I'll give you 2-3 minutes. Please drop your answers in the chat box. Very small program. Just only three code lines I needed. Can you give a try? මේකේ variable දෙකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ දෙක sign කරලා ඔබ sign කරන line එකක් තියෙනවා. Already there is a sign line as well. And just use echo in order to print the total. Just you have to add with the operator. Normal addition operator. Write the coding and can you send me that? Just I want to print the total. I'll give just 2 minutes more. Still no one replied. Why is it so much difficult? ඔයාලට තේරුණා නේද අහපු දේ? variable දෙකක් දාලා total එක දාලා print කරන්න ඕනේ. At least one of you replied, I can continue. That is really simple coding. Just type in chat box as it is. If you can't, it means dollar sign, just you can use shift key and 4, right? If you want to print dollar sign. Tamasha, can you give a try? Very small coding. Or what is the place you are stuck in? If you cannot get idea. Right, okay. Keshani have given the answer. I just copy her code and I'm coming to here. I'm just pasting it here, right? Just I'm pasting your code, right? I'm not pasting my thing. So she has sent me this kind of answer. $A, $B, $A plus $B. Shall we write and check whether it is correct? I'm running the code. These three lines I'm asking you to, yeah, that is correct. That's all, right? But this is programming. No, if you want to write it in more compact, more logical manner, then you can declare another variable, right? Dollar total or anything, right? Then I can say $A plus $B, right? This is also correct, but you can do this kind of thing. Then dollar total. That is much more clean and simple. The same result, but I'm taking that total into another variable. And after that, I can print that variable. So this one is also okay. The thing she said $A plus $B at once, that is also okay, right? So this is very simple coding. Okay, right. We'll get again very small break after just 10 minutes. Please rejoin again for the final session. That is also web application development, the session 2. Again rejoin. We'll continue this session after just 10 minutes.